Well, for now, let's just see how this goes. Because surely it can't go that badly, right? Right? That's why I recognise that art. Yes, it was your profile picture. Well, this is where we find out how badly this can possibly go. New game. Huh. I have no idea what that little icon means, so... yeah. Let's see, let's go for the biggest map. You gotta go for the biggest map, surely. It's just like logic, right? Though, I know big. Yeah, big is always better, apart from when it's not. Like, I've already used this one, so I don't want to go for Grand River again. Or was it 2 rivers? I quite like something ocean-y, but at the same time not. Does not a huge building area, but good level of resources actually of everything. Yep, YOLO. Let's... okay, Twitch chat, name my city. And don't call it Kappa. I'm turning on left-handed traffic. Is that a gaming reference by any chance, Wolf? Jamie's City. No, I'm gonna go for Wolf's suggestion, it's a cool name. Jamie's City's boring. You know, figuratively speaking. Oh look, disasters, yeah, why not? Nothing can possibly go wrong with this. Nothing. Right? Whatever went wrong with having disasters enabled? Like, how many, you know, how many times have earthquakes ever caused problems? Apart from, like, constantly. Actually see my maps on this? No, you can't, so I should probably fix that first of all. Show cursor. I like that it blanks out the stream every time I try to make a change like that. Okay, there we go. So we have this tiny little square, which actually isn't all that tiny. Lots of rivers. And now to remember what the controls are. That's what they are. I need to rename these roads. These roads are stupidly named. Really? Huh. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Bendy road. Then it gives me the better roads. Wonderful, thanks game. Oh, they're actually not the same road. Good to know. I love this game, keeping everything locked till just after you want to use something, and then go, oh yeah, now you've got access to everything. Oh, that's new. That's very new. Very convenient. Don't want... no, that is a straight road. Needs to be roughly centered by the handy little guides that they've now added. I will do that in just a second. Or rather, now. Game audio is... geez, that is very loud, isn't it? Let's bring that down. Is that better? Or could it still be lower? Or did that actually make any difference? I don't know, I'm learning while I go. It's wonderful. Making a road, and there's no way to do this, but whatever, I'll do it. That way, and one... and a slightly curved one that way, because... thanks, game. Thanks. Like, game, I don't mind if you want to be slightly curved, but if you could, can you be curved, like, properly? Oh, this game. Sometimes. Sometimes. Whatever. I'll work it out later. This is just a start. Nothing can go wrong with the new city, with no one in it yet. And only 66,000, whatever the heck these things are. Can I not change this to something more recognisable? No? Okay. I like they've added said handy little guides, but they're actually quite annoying. Huh. Close enough, it'll work. However, that works better. I don't know why the music in this game is actually creepier than you'd imagine. Yep, let's see people move in. Who can resist this town of nothing? And Dale Street, and Holly Street, and Chestnut Boulevard. Do I have better roads yet? Come on, game. All I want is roads that are, you know, useful. Is that so much to ask? Apparently so. Which is the one that I'm after? It's the one... Wait, there's not a one-way... What? I was sure there was... Oh, this is motorway. And I can't get that until I have a population of 1,800. No. Yep, 1,800. Oh, water, of course. Where do I think I'm going to find some water? Somewhere where it's flowing that way. If you pull water from upstream, you don't want to take it from downstream in this game. Very important detail. It can end very badly if you don't. Very badly. Then we'll just connect it to the somewhat okay grid. Right now, let's start middle. Middle's always a good place to start. No, we have stores. We do have stores. We have, oh, no, they need waste disposal, but there's a couple of stores there. We'll have a look at them in a second. First though, oh, this place needs electric. First though, we need to get rid of some sewage, which, for now, is just gonna have to be dumped out there. Because, you know, that's fine. And with that, I think we've got a fully functioning village. Let's call it a village for now. I don't think we can go for anything bigger than that. Yeah, we have a store. We have Big Bite Restaurant. We have the convenience store. It's very convenient, I think. The quiet corner shop. Just think that's more than a convenience store. That's quite a big place. Oh geez, these franchises are setting up like there's no tomorrow. It's got to be the best names. It's this city. Like, you gotta have the best names in this city, otherwise you just, you know, nothing. Now, I am very aware that they want a lot of industry right now, which I need to work out where to put, because you don't want industrial next to housing. Doesn't end well. But at the same time, you don't want them too far away from housing that they're not able to get to work. So, I think we want some more of... Oh, where's it gone? There it is. Some more of this, and we'll take it this way. So all the way up there. And then out the way up here somewhere for now, on this tiny little side road that no one needs to care about because it's, you know, it's all the way out here. This is the least optimized city I could possibly be building, but it's 20 past 2 in the morning. I'm forgiving myself for inefficiencies. Hopefully that's enough to get them to move in, though. Or it would be if they had water and power. But that can be sorted out fairly easily. Ish. Well. Oh, they do have water. How convenient. However, while they have water, I also have no money, so that's not so convenient. This is a problem. This is definitely a problem because these guys don't have water. Well. We might be 20 minutes into a game and I've already screwed up. Which would be wonderful. I'm lying there, that would be terrible. Well, let's just find out. I'm sure it'll be fine. Can I borrow money yet? No, I can't. Yeah, I think being in debt as a student is fine. It certainly was a lot at the time as a uni student myself. I think as a city it's more of a problem. Especially when the problems that that's causing are, well, depriving your citizens of water. So for now, we play the waiting game and hope that this fixes itself. Somehow. Maybe. Well, I didn't want to resort to this. Whatever. YOLO. What do you do when a city's running out of money? You build more houses. Which are in the water zone, I think. Yeah, they'll be fine. And hopefully, they start paying taxes. We need taxes. Yes, Faithfully, I'm well aware that water should be basic stuff. I don't know how visible that actually is on stream. I'm hoping fairly visible. Otherwise, that sounded like I was just talking to an imaginary person. Now, what I've noticed is that I've put down a lot of houses, but no one's moving in. Which, is a problem for this. And it's certainly a problem for this guy. This guy is, he's not happy. The Myrtle residence is not doing well. But the Cedar residence is fine-ish. Cedar, Sycamore, are these all named after trees? No, Bedford. Elk. Huh. Oh, we have houses! And we nearly have positive funds, nearly. Come on, we need more houses. People, move in. Move into the houses. Please move into the houses. I always forget how slow these games are at the beginning. Before all of the big city buildings and all of that kind of stuff. It's much, much slower at this stage. Kind of painfully slow. Ooh. Ooh. We're nearly making money. We're nearly breaking even. Hey, we're a little hamlet now. And apparently the perfect thing for a little hamlet is... well, the landfill site. Apparently that's the thing that a little hamlet needs. So what do you do with all of that spare space? You stick your garbage in it. We have funds! We can build! Ish. Kind of. Okay, being more careful with funds now, I say as I put down all of these water pipes. Let's actually get some more people moved in. Whew. I don't think we need another 5 minutes like that again. This looks far better. Let's just put in loads of houses. No one can complain if there's loads of houses, right? Loads of houses bordered by a little bit of business. You know, they've got to have their local shops. With this little guy over here complaining about trash. Which, whatever, we can work with that. We can get rid of some garbage for him. And stick it up here where no one is looking, and hopefully no one will look for a while. Yeah, we've really got to keep that stuff away from this stuff down here. They don't mix very well. If you've not seen the game before, after these have been running for a little while, the area around them just turns, well, let's just say unpleasant. Let's see, how many squares of this do we have now? I think this is 12, if I just counted that right, so... If we expand it out to that, I think we'll be good. This is how you build a city, right? You just throw down roads until it looks okay. Not that these look okay. I think we have enough housing though to be able to get rid of these now. I think we're done with the impending doom state of a worthy village. Because apparently we weren't worthy before, we were just a village. We were obliged to the reputation of all good villagers. I think that's what this is trying to say. Now, what else can we get now? We could probably do with a firehouse. I can't see that being a bad idea at any point. Let's put that there. And we have to keep these in mind for later as well, because disaster services are very useful in, well, making sure that things don't go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong. Oh, these guys no longer have power. It's a problem. Well, let's set up a district. Let's give it a name. I don't think Beach Park is a very good name for this area, though, honestly speaking. What shall we call it? I know, I'll come back to it in a few minutes. This place is looking significantly more industrial all of a sudden. All of that smoke and this place. Wait, how are they out of power again? What's... Oh. Okay. Wind power. Apparently not always running at full capacity. Probably should have thought about that. Probably. Whatever, we can fix that. With one wind turbine. Sure. That'll be fine. We only just have enough, but it's fine. Another reference, Wolf? Oh, square. Okay. Well, it is kind of square. No. No. Capital. Plus. Oh, we're running low on power again. Apparently that's going to be our next big issue to overcome. We definitely need another wind turbine at some point. At least we have a growing population now. And more demand for industrial. Where can we put that? Let's just extend it out this way. It'll be fine. What can possibly go wrong with industrializing a city? Nothing at all. That's what. Is that where the power lines are? Yes, it is. Tiny town. That is quite tiny for a town. Population of 1,000. Yeah, definitely time for another wind turbine. And hopefully these guys will then be fine. Yep. Electric to spare. Oh, apparently they now want education. Can't say I blame them. It's a good thing. Although I know people that would disagree. Let's put it about there. That'll be fine. It covers everyone, pretty much. So that's actually not enough. Wow, okay. Yeah, that can't go badly. Education for all. Except then they'll all move out because they want higher paying jobs, and all we have here is industrial and corner shops. Let's just say there all do. Oh, we're out of money again. I have a feeling this is going to become a theme. Okay, so next thing, we can now build canals, except we're on a giant river map, and I don't think there's any use for them here. So, yeah, I guess we don't touch those for now. Oh, and there's burglaries going on now. Huh. We should probably do something about that. Except we can't, because we can't afford it. Yeah, this is definitely a running theme. The waiting game. I don't like the waiting game, it's boring. But unfortunately necessary. Oh, don't tell me we're out of power again. What is it with the wind? Why is it not reliable? You'd almost think it was, you know, natural and completely unpredictable. Huh, I've also just remembered that there is actually a mechanic for the wind that I'd actually completely forgotten and ended up doing right completely by luck. Because these darker areas around the coast and occasionally in patches like this are actually the areas you want to put wind turbines because they're the windier areas of the map. Wind turbines will generate more power in those areas. At least generally. Which I'd forgotten, but I've actually ended up putting them all in there, completely by chance. Still not got enough money for a wind turbine. Nope, there we go. Useful. I don't know, we might build some nice houses up at the top up here. Wolf, if I ever get a partnership on Twitch, I will find a way of getting you a Wolf emote. I will build it into something. Although I'd need a full-on Twitch partnership because you only get one emote with an affiliate partnership. It's a bit meh. Can we solve the crime issue yet? No, we can't. We can build a park, but I think that can wait until we don't have people running around and stealing stuff. Though, maybe we should try and build some really valuable housing. Maybe that'd be kind of fun. So this is very close to the motorway. Is that it for these? I thought these walls were bigger. The flood walls are massive. And there's these things. I have no idea how these work. Let's find out. Oh, they are bigger. Okay, they just look tiny. Yeah, this is what I should be spending money on in this city right now. Yeah, that works. Let's build some nice expensive housing. Hopefully it'll bring in the taxes. Because, you know, gotta get them taxes. This is actually really useful. All of these guides are new since the last time I played this. They're really useful. If I remember right, there's a way to put down trees, but I can't quite... Nah, they're here. Except now I can't see where any of the buildings are. Okay, I'll wait for these houses to start being built. How is the tax money being spent at the moment? Let's have a look. Most of it's going on water, unsurprisingly. Then electric, then fire services. Well, I hope they're putting out fires. If they're not, then we're paying for nothing. Okay, dealing with this little annoyance. How do you get power from one side of the road to another? Oh no, it's not that they haven't got power, it's that we're running low on it again. Always low on power. Influence native wildlife, Well, we'll work that out once we're, you know, once we have proper native wildlife. At the moment I think the native wildlife is mostly fish. And to be honest, I haven't seen heads or tails of them. Yeah, looks good. Now just for the rest of this mess. Speaking of which, while I was leaving the rest of this mess to do its thing, it looks like we actually now have enough money to buy a police station, which would probably not be a bad idea given that crime seems to have spread quite dramatically. Let's see, where can we put it? We can put the police station here. Which doesn't quite cover up here. It's a nice neighbourhood, it'll be fine. I'm sure. Ooh, advanced wind turbines. We're going up in the world. They are quite expensive. Although they produce a lot more power. Let's see. Maybe we should switch one of them out. Ooh, we can put them offshore now. Well, let's put one... out here and see how that goes. Yep, looks good. Shouldn't have power problems for at least 2 minutes. And I think the crime problem's getting solved pretty quickly as well. These little bubbles seem to be disappearing, and crime rate is definitely dropping. And no, Wolf, we have none of that here. We're a nice rural countryside town. Nothing damaging. Just houses, and I'm sure they're not damaging at all. They, you know, don't knock down trees or lead to land having to be leveled, and yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. We're all good. Quite frankly, I'm just happy that we're in the green. Now I can't see a thing. It's so dark. We're naming the roads now as well. an R and M? It is an R. Oh. Priority roads. They're new. Cemeteries, yay. That's the part of the game that I like having to deal with. Not at all. On there. That's student life, isn't it, Wolf? There's always someone cooking something nicer than what you've got. For me, that was every single night, because we had ventilation in all of the rooms in my last block of flats, and if someone was cooking something in one room, it ended up, you could smell it in like the next 2 or 3 rooms along. I don't know why that ventilation system was that bad, but I didn't mind it most of the time, it just made me very hungry. Jeez, this music got loud all of a sudden. I need to turn this down, this is deafening. Audio. Let's just... Where's the music one? Let's just put it there. That should be fine. That's still quite loud. There. More bearable. Oh, so much demand for buildings and nowhere for me to put any of them for now. Well, since the housing one is the easiest one to sort out, let's start with that. This is a lot of housing. A lot of housing. Maybe, Wolf. I don't know. I like having the stream just running. It's, I don't know, there's something fun about just having it running in the background. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. Ooh, I have a new building. What is said new building? Disaster response unit. Probably something I should think about investing in. That's quite an expensive little building for this stage in the game. Yeah, the small little streaming communities are fun because you can just talk to people in the chat. You don't have to really, there's no competition. It's not everyone shouting at the streamer. Oh, that's not good. Fortunately, the fire service is reasonably quick at responding. Look at him go. Now, for the next issue. There's not enough shops and businesses. Well, let's solve some of that. Let's have a little block of shops here. Ooh, dezone it first. Well, let's make this entire area low density commercial. Yeah, they're not my idea of pleasant working spaces either. But, well, there's demand, and where there is demand, there must be supply. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like dealing with them here either, because they're a bit of a pain, because they, even after you get rid of those things, it takes a while for the land that they're on to recover. So it can be a while before you can properly use the space again. Later in the game it's a little bit nice because you get access to office zones instead, which you build city-like areas and use those instead. They don't create the same pollution, they don't damage the land too much, they're much nicer to work with, and they fill the same need. Kind of. You have to make sure your citizens are more highly educated, otherwise they can't work in them, which is another problem entirely. What I could do with right now, though, is another square of space to build on, but it doesn't seem to be very forthcoming at the moment. I can't remember when you get the first upgrade. Oh, or we actually already have one waiting and I've just not noticed. That's also a possibility. Let's go with... that one's expensive, but convenient. Yeah, let's go this way, so we're going to need a city area. Oh, we actually have 2 spaces. Ah, better. Well, we have much more building space now. Have a slightly bendy road here. That'll be fine. Yeah, look at that. Not the best, but pretty good. Actually, that would have been far better. Let's relieve that. Maybe not quite that much. It's the thing on this, trying to get the perfect road is half of the game. In more ways than one, now that I think about it. Yeah, that area should be fine as commercial because it won't be as bothered by these highways down here. I don't know when they added names to highways. I can't remember ever seeing that before. I need more houses to be built. I don't want to have to build power lines. It's the thing with this. There it goes. Where there are buildings in an area, they will transfer power between them. But if the buildings are separated off, then you have to build power lines, and they're not the most pleasant things to look at, and a bit of a pain to manage. Might have to increase the capacity on this road, actually, thinking about it. I don't think it'll manage with just this tiny little thing once things start getting busier. I don't really want to have a tram running through this area, but a bus would be a good idea. Let's... I'm going to say I want to try and upgrade these without damaging what's already here really badly, which is going to be difficult. So I'm actually going to start again. All of what I just did. Always the way. That looks reasonable-ish, kind of. It's not terrible, at least. Not completely terrible. Then if I take these off, maybe... Yeah, let's kind of take these off in this kind of direction. Have these roads merge into it somehow. Oh, the joy of building roads. How? Oh, it's the cemetery. Ooh, that's an issue. Because I don't think you can just move cemeteries, I think you have to empty them first. Which, is as painful as it sounds. Nope, we can manage it. Just... Jeez. That's going to be a really bad corner for cars, but don't think we can avoid it. Yeah, the music is getting loud again. Let's just put it there. It's like it has some kind of sensitivity thing that just goes, oh, it's quiet again. Let us make that really loud for you. That's what you want, isn't it? Deafeningly loud music playing all the time. Looks like we need more power again, so let's expand out the wind farm. Well, we can't afford buses yet, but soon, hopefully, we can actually put this road to use. Speaking of which, we should really zone the rest of this. Yeah, let's just include the lake, why not? Actually we won't, but I'll deal with that later. Let's actually... Let's separate off the shopping district into a new area. Can I just copy and paste this from the Twitch chat, I wonder? That would make my life so much easier if the map didn't decide to scroll off while I wasn't in the game. There we go. Yeah, it's looking more like a working city already. Right, what time is it anyway? It is, oh, 3:30 in the morning, yay. Well, I think since this city is just starting to grow, I think I might call it a night there for the stream and end it for now. Yeah, I think so far the city's looking pretty good. It's not looking bad at all. Maybe a few areas that could do with some improvement. Yep, I'm gonna call it there for the stream. So yep, good night, and I will probably be back for another stream soon, since I'm enjoying this. Yeah. Thanks for watching. And good night.